Hey, what's up, guys? Zach Calhoun from Cloud Piano. Hope you're having a really great day. I wanted to shoot this quick intro because this week I went out cold calling to some local businesses nearby where I live. And there's so much power in cold calling and walking in the door and showing your face and smiling. And the amount of data and information you get is absolutely incredible. And I want to share some of my learnings from that in this video. And man, it's amazing, like the things you can pull out when you walk in the door, the information, the quality of information you get, and how many qualified leads you can gather up in just one day, just getting in your car or my truck and making some introductions. And then after this clip, or after this video that I'm shooting right now, I want to share a story from one of our resellers who made his first sale, and how he describes his first sale as a reseller. So if you don't know what a Spin Reseller is, basically we have a program that is an exclusive program where you can sell software. So if you like selling things, if you like selling software, if you like spin technology, if you like selling cool technology before it compartmentalizes, or before the whole world has it, basically in front of a trend, and you like getting paid monthly for your efforts, then I highly recommend the Spin Reseller program. But we'll discuss that later. And I want to share with you my learnings and why you should also do this too locally where you are. So number one, cold calling, canvassing. What is it? Why is it so powerful? Well, it's the activity of walking in the door to your niche that you've selected with basically two things in mind. You're going to collect data and you're going to go see if your offer makes sense or is clear to your specific niche. And of course, the third goal is that you'll be able to book a demo and in the future make a sale. Now, specifically for me, I'm selling software, right? So I'm the founder of Cloud Piano, right? I'm one of the co-founders. So I want to sell software solutions. It's a product. It's a little bit different than just selling a service. Now, as a Cloud Piano Pro Plus user, you can create virtual tours for clients. You can create Google Street View virtual tours. You can literally sell Cloud Piano live video chat, e-commerce store marketing. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can sell drone 360s. You can do all kinds of really cool different services, marketing services, digital media services. You can attach those as an agency provider. Or if you're a spin reseller, you can sell spin software, which is really cool. People are having great success doing that. So I'm walking into my niche. I'm literally on maps on my phone, kind of pick a road I'm going to go down, and I drive from location to location. I just walk in the door, and here's what I do. This will help you a ton. So do this. It works, okay? And it's not just me doing it. Our resellers are doing it too, and they're having a lot of success. And it sounds so simple, but this is why simplicity is important. Simplicity works, okay? So have a flyer with you. Have a flyer about what you're doing, what you're selling, and just have a reason, something to hand over, okay? Now, in the past, you probably have seen a lot of people use business cards, right? Cards are great, but a flyer is a little bit bigger. It's a one-pager. It's got what you're doing, what you're selling, what results you can get, how to get started, how to call you, email you, etc. Maybe some logos of your past customers, right? And some reasons why they should take action today. Well, a flyer is helpful because you can leave it with you, and people are going to ask for it anyways, especially when the person you're asking for is not there. If they're not there, hey, can you leave a flyer? Sure, I'll leave a flyer. I'll make sure I'll follow up. But you also want to bring with you a notepad. Okay, notepads are really important. The reason why is because you're going to hear names, and you're going to hear people and roles and ecosystems and decision-making processes, and it's important to jot those down right away because you're just going to forget later on. You're going to hit so many doors and names, and it's all going to blur together. By the end of the day, you're like, I don't even know who I talked to. I can't even remember anything. But your notepad will remind you of everything. Also, I like to take selfie pictures outside of location, just to just to remember, hey, here's where I've been, and that story will come back. So having a little bit of a story vault or a story, kind of a story Rolodex and name Rolodex of local people you've met nearby, super helpful. Okay, so remember people, remember their names, go be known. Okay, so many folks are trying to be an expert and make the best quality thing in the whole entire world. They never actually go outside and make a sale, have a conversation. Sales is simple. You go talk to people, match the product, the pain, and make a transaction. Okay, so have a flyer. Also, when you walk in the door or we walk up to a location, what do? Well, in a couple situations, I walked up to a physical location and there was a guy outside smoking a cigarette, or I stand outside, because smoke break or whatever. I said, hey, bro. So smile and say, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? They're just doing their job, getting paid hourly, whatever, on a smoke break. You need to ask them, hey, are you the owner of this location? And they'll say, no. And they'll start to tell you, or they'll say, yeah. They'll start to tell you where the owner is, right? So you just say, hey, cool, where's the owner? What's his name, by the way? So for example, I walked up to a large facility, guy outside. I said, hey man, are you the owner? He said, no, the owner's actually in Dallas. I said, oh, okay. Well, who's the boss man? Who's in charge? Oh, his name's, Michael. He gave his last name too. So he's inside. I said, cool. Well, how do I get inside? I found this little doorway over here in the corner. I opened up the door. Turns out there's a whole operation in there. There's a lot of stuff going on. I walk in, there's a guy kind of running the front desk, and he's like, hey, can I help you? And I said, actually, I'm looking for Michael, because I just got his name, right, from the guy out front. He goes, yeah, he's right over there. So I walk in and say, hey, Michael, how you doing? He's like, I'm good. He's like, usually it's always the same thing. I'm good. How can I help you? Kind of like, who is this person like walking into my office, right? So you gotta have some boldness, right? I say, hey, well, my name's Zach. I say, my name's Zach Calhoun. And it's a good moment in time in this moment to de-escalate the conversation, however you can. So something I say that worked really well is like, hi, my name's Zach Calhoun. I'm a local business owner. And then I pause for a second. When I say that, I go, oh, okay. Like, it's kind of this like, oh, okay, this guy's like, he's local, he's the owner, he's the guy, he's like not just a salesperson, he's probably gonna sell me something that's okay. And what we sell is 360 spin software. Or you can say what we sell is 360 virtual tours. Whatever it is you happen to be pitching to that niche, because you already know it works, or you already validated it, right? And you'll say, have you ever seen something like this before? You just ask them. What you try to do is basically qualify the level of awareness, okay? So when I ask that question, they'll start telling me, oh yeah, or no, or what is it, or what are you talking about, or oh yeah, sure, oh yeah, I've seen this before. There's all kinds of reactions, right? And they're like, oh, cool, man, I would love to be able to show it to you, like sometime in the future, if you want to book a demo, like have, it only takes about 5 minutes to show it to you, or I could, grab who all makes choices about software in here, because I'm selling software, right? And so yeah, me and Abigail make these choices. She pulls the trigger. Say, cool. Well, can I get her information, or what's the best way to contact her? And so, and what happens is in that moment, happened to me is like, oh, well, actually, no, take my card, email me, and then follow up with me in the future, and we'll touch base about talking more. I said, great, sounds awesome. And he said, well, can you leave something? You have the contact info? Yeah, sure. Here's my flyer. Oh, okay, cool, got it. So now we've exchanged information. I got permission to follow up with them. That's huge. It's such a big deal. So, all right, man, I'll see you later. Have a good day. So what just happened was I walked in ice cold. I talked to the person in charge. I know how they make decisions. I collected a business card, and now I'm going to follow up in a few days with a really good lead, right? What I just described to you there is like one of the most powerful things you can do. It's so simple. It just takes a little bit of balls, right? That's a metaphor, obviously. It just takes some courage, right? You just gotta have courage. And actually really important to like not think, okay? I know it sounds maybe strange to hear, because you're probably a smart person, but the more you think, the less likely you are to do anything. Don't think, just go knock on the door. Ask the same question. Hey, is the owner here? Yeah, sure, he's back here. Every time I've asked for the owner, someone gets up, walks over to the owner, they say, oh yeah, he's right in that office right there. Sure, great. I'll walk up and talk to him. You'd be surprised like how helpful people are, especially when you pick the right niche and you have the right software applied to that niche, right? People will help you. Or they tell you, oh yeah, sure, just give me 5 minutes. They wait for 5 minutes, then you come out and all of a sudden you're talking to them, right? So when you have a very good position or a place in the ecosystem, and and they're used to people walking in the door, that type of ecosystem or that type of process is standard operating procedure. They're used to people coming in there. They're used to talking to them. They're used to qualifying. They're used to giving you the right information and moving on. It's a quick thing. It's fast. So I want to encourage you to go try this. Go knock on some doors. Go walk in there. Go ask questions. Go mess it up. I tell my resellers all the time, you have the permission to screw it up. Like, you don't have to be perfect. Like, if you screw it up, then you can only get better. And actually, this is what happened to me on Monday. The first location I went to, I walked in the door. I held my flyer up next to my face. I'm not really sure why. And I was like, hey, do you know what Spin software is? And the guy's like, huh? Who are you? It went terrible. I was like, I stumbled over myself and I was like, okay, well, you're not interested? All right, I'll see you later. And I just left. And I was laughing afterwards. But you know what's very interesting? I walked out of there. I had more, I had more confidence in that moment walking out of there doing really bad, and no one got hurt, nobody died, no one got sick, nothing really bad happened. Worst case scenario took place, my worst cold call pitch ever. And for some reason, I got super confident. Like, oh, this is actually pretty fun. I'm gonna do great today. I can't do any worse than that. So then I kept going. I have seen 8 locations. I got a couple of really good leads, good contacts. I'm gonna be able to stir stuff up from those conversations, and I build my story Rolodex. I'm gonna go be known, bro. You got to be known. If you're not known, no one's gonna buy from you. You're gonna be known, right? So this is the best way to get known. Right? And there's ways to scale this, there's ways to go, faster and whatever, all that stuff about scale and reach a bunch of people and 10x, all that stuff. But here's the deal. If you can't do the non-scalable stuff, you won't be able to scale at all. Here's what I mean. If you can't do the simple stuff, have conversations, meet people, overcome your fear, it's gonna be really hard to sell at the much higher volume level. So, I'm not saying you can't. I'm sure it's possible, but the reality is this: the folks that do the hard stuff have the most success. So, are you doing the hard thing, right? So, I'm giving you permission to go screw it up, go mess it up. Don't overthink it. Walk in the door, just go do it. Okay, that's it. If you need some encouragement, need a community, I highly recommend joining our Spin Reseller program at spinresellerprogram.com. We have a new cohort starting soon, probably in a few weeks. And then also, I'm going to share a success story video of that community next, and a funny story that was shared and from a guy who sold our software, who literally admits on the call that he does not have an iPhone, has never made one spin, I basically just never used the application, but he sold it, right? But he can sell it, and that's what. So it's so encouraging to hear that, because I keep saying it. I'm like, you don't need to be an expert at all to sell this. You don't need to. Literally, if you could sell any service and have someone else do it, and because you have the customer, you have the leverage, you have control of the cash flow. It's all about controlling the customer journey. That's it. I don't do any development code, but my team does, right? Makes sense? So you don't have to be someone who fulfills on the service to make money from the technology. So yeah, literally, he says, I've never made a spin, but I just sold my first rooftop. It's really funny. So hope that's encouraging to you. I'm gonna play this clip next. Hope this video is encouraging to you. Yeah, if you want to take action, subscribe below. Visit cloudpayment.com. Become a subscriber, bro. Join the community. It's very, very affordable, and my hope is that you experience life change and sell something that you never would have sold before. Okay? Thanks for joining us. Talk soon. I'm just talking to paint the picture that if you break in, it's real sticky. So that's good.
I have
Gentry. Sorry, you just joined. Gentry, welcome.
Everyone's excited for you, Gentry. You guys can go ahead and clap for him. The first official reseller sale.
Yeah. Hey, you scored the first touchdown, buddy.
The first touchdown.
You got to the end zone first.
That's right.
Super Bowl all over again.
Hey, rinse and repeat. Let's rinse and repeat that formula. It sounds like he did an ad lib though. He didn't go off the script. He went off the cuff.
Yeah. Gentry, you want to share your story to say how excited? How's it feel? Give us everything. What do you think, bro?
From first point of contact all the way through the close. Lay it down.
Ramon wants everything. He wants it all.
I want it on video. I want it recorded.
He wants the whole story again. Okay.
I want to play this back over and over again.
Well, the story is kind of like a fishing story. Just want to take a couple of minutes and give you a fishing story about a guy that wants to go fishing and learn how to catch fish. So the first thing he does is he gets a fishing license, and then he looks at all the different ways that he could fish, whether he can fish offshore or on the shore, whether he needs boats, the different types of boats that you could get. You could get kayaks, you could get rowboats, you could get motor boats, you could get bass boats. Then he looked at all the fishing rods that you could use. You could use fiberglass, or you could use cherry wood, or I'm kind of making stuff up here, but you could use all different kind of reels. Then he looks at all the different kind of spinners that you could use and says, okay, I could use reels. You could use different types of reels, casting reels. Then he looks at the different types of stuff that you could use to use as bait, spoons and spinners, and then you could go to live bait and look at worms and crickets, and you could look at all this stuff, but he's never dropped a line in the water. And he sees this guy, 7-year-old kid, on a black Shetland pony with a cane pole and a 24-inch big whitemouth bass. And he pulls over and he says, "How'd you catch that fish?" And he says, "I put my line in the water." That's all you got to do. Put your line in the water.
Classic.
I love that.
Classic.
I love that story.
That's a wisdom story.
That's true. So tell me this. I checked yesterday because I can check everything, right? I checked. I saw you emailed him the link like 9 days ago or something like that. So in between,
I followed up 4 times since, and I didn't follow up with a phone call. I followed up with a drop-by visit. He goes 3 days a week to shows to buy cars, to auctions to buy cars. So he's hardly there. So I have to get there when he's going to be there. And, he says, "Yeah, I'm going to do it." And then he says, "Oh, I got to get the credit card from the owner." And he says, "But I'm going to do it. I mean, I really don't even need to talk to the owner because I'm getting my own credit card and I'm the GM. So I'm going to do it. I just have to, get it together." And then I couldn't catch up with him. I had to follow up with him, had to actually chase him down and keep after him. And then I finally showed up yesterday at 3:30, and he had just gotten back from an auction. He had been gone for 3 days. And I knew he had been gone for 3 days, and showed up. And, he knew exactly. He says, "Okay, what do we got to do?" I said, "You just got to pull up the email, go to the link, put in the credit card information, and hit submit." He says, "Come on, let's do it."
Yes. I love that. You literally opened up the link and you walked them through it. I love it. That is what it takes, boy. That's how you close a deal right there. Come on. Yes. I'm sorry. I just love that story. So I'm sorry. This is why the reseller program exists, guys. Okay.
Let me tell you, Zach, I don't have an iPhone.
Okay.
I don't have the spinner. I haven't downloaded the app. I haven't ever taken a spin, but you don't need any of that stuff to sell something.
That's right.
You've got it all there on the web page, and that's all you need.
You just need the heart.
So it's the first of many. I got another one
Oh,
I'm chasing as well, and they've already said yes, I'm doing it.